I'm Dutch, and let's react to the Americans. Hello, and welcome to the channel. My name is Johan, and I'm a typical Dutch guy, man, that loves to learn about the differences between the US and Europe or the Netherlands and where this come from. Where is this misunderstanding coming from? And to do so, I watch videos about the US and about US and Europe or US and the Netherlands. And for now, I'm going to take a look at 10 reasons, and this is from Josephine Ugugia, if I pronounce this right. 10 reasons that why you should not move to the Netherlands. The Netherlands may not be for you. And then some kind of a smiley. Yeah. Okay. Let's subscribe and like. And let's see why she says that you should not come to the Netherlands. I want to know why. Very curious about it. So let's see.
The Netherlands is the sixth most expensive country in the European Union. They say things as they are, okay? If you're not willing to learn a new culture, don't say I didn't warn you, don't come. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, okay? Thank you guys for all your love and support.
I did just subscribe, yeah, so.
It means so much to me, okay? So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys 10 reasons why I think the Netherlands might not be for you, okay? Listen.
Well, she think that, okay, she does some warning for people who are coming over. Realize that there are some things that is maybe not suited for you. Yeah, okay, let's hear if she's right.
Listen guys, you all know that I love the Netherlands. I love living in this beautiful country, and I've made series of videos just talking about my experience and how much I've enjoyed the few years that I've spent in this country, okay? But I do recognize that everyone is different, and what I like might not be what someone else likes.
Yeah, okay. If she already lives here for several years, then if she didn't like it, then she would have left, yeah. She has brought up a little one, I saw a boy, so...
Or what interests me, or what I can tolerate, may be entirely different from others. So I've decided to kind of compile a few things that I think would make the Netherlands not everybody's cup of tea, okay? So without further ado, let's get into this video.
We don't, yeah, I drink tea, but most of the time it's not our cup of tea, it's our cup of coffee, yeah.
So the first reason I think the Netherlands may not just be for you is if you're not willing to learn a new culture or a new language, okay? Here in the Netherlands, the official language is Dutch, and Dutch is spoken, I think, in barely 5 countries all over the world. So it's not...
Dutch is spoken in the Netherlands, of course, in Belgium, yes, in the Caribbean, Curaçao, Aruba, St. Martin, Suriname, yeah, the 3 islands, part of our kingdom, Suriname, but I do not see that Dutch is spoken real down here in South Africa. It's called South African. It's African nation because it was Kaap, the Good Hope. This was once a colony of the Netherlands, so they spoke Netherlands of Dutch over there. And behind the map, behind this chart, there is Indonesia, and there are also strong words. But the Japanese, when they invaded Indonesia, they they had outlawed, no, oh man, they had not restricted, see, not denied, I can't get to the word of it because I've got a German word in my head and I know that German word is not correct. Now I try and try to translate. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I love the word, but it's not allowed. They didn't allow. That's the right word. They didn't allow to speak Dutch again, so they required that it became Malaysian. Yeah.
Not the most common language in the world, okay? So that means if you're moving to the Netherlands, I would expect that you'll be open to at least learn the language or learn some of the Dutch culture. One thing I would like to put out there is that about 90% of Dutch people, or Dutchies as I call them, speak English. So if you're an English speaker and you're moving and you're planning to move to the Netherlands, then you will be able to find your way around because a lot of people will understand what you're saying. But I just feel like if you're moving to the Netherlands to, you know, stay here for a few years or maybe even move here permanently, then at some point you would get to understand that you really need to learn Dutch to be able to develop some type of relationship with the locals. And
yeah, not only you need to learn the language to have conversation with the locals, the Dutchies, but you also have to, if you want to live permanently, you have to do inburgering. And to learn inburgering, you need to learn the language. Otherwise, you can't get a permanent status here in the Netherlands. You can get your passport, your ID. It's not, if you're not familiar with the language, you can't stay here forever.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, Abby. Like when you go to Rome, you behave like the Romans, Abby. So the second thing I would say that should be like a red light that this country might not just be for you is if you're someone who do not appreciate directness or you are someone who cannot tolerate any form of directness, okay? So yeah, I've made a few videos about the directness of the Dutch people. I mean, the Dutchies are known all over the world.
We are direct, and I hear other people talking about me. Me personally, I am even more honest and direct than most other people in the Netherlands who I know and who talk to me and say, keep on. But I am one of the most direct and open. So it's open, honest, and direct. I will tell you what I think and how I think it. And that's, yeah, if you cannot handle that, from me or from other, because it's part of our Dutch culture, yeah, then you have a problem.
For their directness.
Then you should not come over to the Netherlands.
See, they say things as they are, okay? And I do recognize that in so many cultures, directness can be seen as blatantly being rude, okay? So if you're not someone who can tolerate, you know, someone being direct, and you're not open to having that type of, you know, culture or that type of vibe around you, then maybe the Netherlands is not for you.
Maybe then the Netherlands is not for you. Yeah, if you can handle that, if you think it's rude, and I know there are a lot of cultures out there who really think it's rude to do so, to be honest and open, yeah, then maybe the Netherlands is not good for you.
Another thing that I want to talk about is the Dutch weather, okay? The Dutch weather is very rainy and it can be cold during the winter season. It might not be as cold as some other countries up north, but it is wet, okay? It rains literally all the time in the Netherlands during winter, summer, spring, autumn. Just any time of the year, you just be rest assured that you're going to get rain.
Yeah, it does not rain all the time, but during the year, doesn't matter which season, you keep in your mind, it could go raining today. Whatever you plan to go, you go to the beach, sunny, it could, if you're not really familiar with the weather forecast, but if you have weather forecast, then you're for sure. But it is always possible during the entire year that there will be rain.
And sometimes it feels like during summer, the rain is even on another level, okay? Which can be very, very annoying. So if you're someone who cannot deal with rainy weather, okay, wet weather. If you're someone who likes sunshine, who likes being in the sun, you know, just having fun, sipping some glass of wine, getting some tan, and you're not ready to, you know, negotiate that, then maybe the Netherlands is not for you.
No, then you should go to the lower European countries like Greece, Spain, Italy, southern France. Then you have during the summer a lot of sun, and you can enjoy, especially France, you can enjoy a good glass of wine. Yeah.
Because another thing that might make the Netherlands a no-no for some people is the topography, okay? The Netherlands
The topography. What does she means? Flat?
is like mainly flat, lowlands and absolutely flat. We don't have so much mountains. I think we do have a few mountains here in the Netherlands. I'll try to see if I can find some pictures.
Yeah, in my region, that's where I live, in the south of the Netherlands, in the tri-border area. Yeah, there are mountains. It's not really a mountain because I've cycled on real mountains in France and in Italy. So it's more as a hill. We have some very good hills down in the south of the Netherlands. But for the other parts, so the people who come from northern Netherlands, they will say there are mountains in the south. No, we have hills.
And I'll put it here. But to be honest, if you have been to Italy, okay, or you've been to Switzerland, you will realize that these things we call mountain here in the Netherlands.
No, they aren't. And I've been in Italy and in Switzerland and in Germany.
They're just hills.
Yeah.
I did not say anything. No, Dutchies, don't come for me, okay?
I won't. You're absolutely right.
Someone who likes to hike, who likes to be in the sky, you know, who likes your mountains. If you're someone who is very particular about it, then maybe the Netherlands is not for you. But I will put it out there that the Netherlands is in Europe. So what that means is that if you're a foreigner and you're living in the Netherlands already, that means you will be able to visit other European countries without additional documents. So even though, yes, we don't have mountains here in the Netherlands, I mean, you can always book a trip to Italy, to Spain, to Switzerland, any time of the year. And
Not even that far. You can grab a train if you're living in Amsterdam or Rotterdam or in Utrecht. Especially in Utrecht, you grab the train. You travel for, let's say, 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours to Aachen. Then you are in the first real mountains of Germany. That's the Eifel. And then, yeah, you have a lot of things to do and to see. Yeah.
and go see mountains if that's what you're interested in.
And even a bit farther into Luxembourg, we have something that's called Small Switzerland. Also, very high mountains.
But in this country, you will be
Nope.
disappointed if that's all you're looking for. Okay, so another thing that might be an indication that the Netherlands may not be for you is if you're looking for a country with a very, very low cost of living.
Very low cost. No.
Okay, I don't see the Netherlands as the most expensive country in the world, but it's also not the cheapest, okay? The Netherlands is the sixth most expensive country in the European Union. Consumer prices are about 17% higher than the European average. So that tells you something.
Yeah. We are not the most cheapest country to live in. If you're looking for that, again, go lower to Italy, to Spain, to Greece. But we are we are the northern part of Europe. And so we have a higher production grade with more industry. And that's why we also have more in and export, and the prices go up.
It's pretty much an expensive country. So if you're someone who is looking out for, a country that has really low cost of living, or you're looking out for somewhere to have a really, really comfortable life with very low income, then maybe the Netherlands is not for you. Okay. Okay, guys, so now we are still in the business of money. Okay, another reason or indication that the Netherlands may not be your cup of tea is if you're someone that like to live an extravagant lifestyle, that like to show off, that like to gather accolades, you're the kind of person that like to be among the 1% of the 1% and likes to be treated accordingly.
Oh boy, are you in for a treat if you act like you're part of the 1% of the 1%? With Dutch directness? No way.
Then maybe the Netherlands is not for you. Okay.
For sure.
I made a video, I think, a couple of times why I love the Netherlands, and in almost all those videos I always say that I love the Netherlands because it's an egalitarian society. So it means that everyone is treated equally, okay, and with respect. Here in the Netherlands, people are really not used to, a very flashy, extravagant lifestyle. No, people live within their means. People are more chill. People are treated equally, They
See, even our most famous actors, singers, our most famous artists do not walk around in the Netherlands like, huh, look me, I am a world-renowned. No, they won't, because they lose their fans if they act on that in that way. So
lifestyle here is really like chill vibe. So even if you have money, it's just for you to quietly enjoy your life or quietly afford the things that you can afford. If you're the kind of person that wants to come and show, you want people to treat you with respect because you're rich, then maybe the Netherlands is not for you, because you will not get that vibe here. You will not. So yeah, now that we are talking about, egalitarian society, another reason why the Netherlands might not be for you, if you're the kind of person that do not believe in gender equality, okay?
If you don't believe in gender equality,
That believe that women still belong to the kitchen and men
yeah, they do.
should earn more than women, and that women should not go to school. They should just be at home giving birth to children.
Yeah, women belong to in the kitchen, and if they reach the chamber, if they can come into the living room, then the chain is too long, so you have to shorten the chain because she no. Oh, that kind of sexist remarks will get you buried alive.
Then maybe the Netherlands is not for you, because that's not what they promote in the society. So as I mentioned, the society is more egalitarian, so they believe that everyone should be treated equally and with respect, male or female. So if you're
Male, female, or neutral as gender, it doesn't matter if you feel like you're trapped as a man into a woman's body or vice versa. Doesn't matter. Everybody's equal.
you're the kind of person that don't believe in equality and believe in maybe a more hierarchical society, then the Netherlands may not be for you. Okay? Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't come. So number 8 reason why the Netherlands may not be for you is if you're someone who doesn't like water, you have phobia for water or
What a phobia.
something, and you're not even open to dealing with it, then maybe the Netherlands is not for you. Because of how much water that you have in the Netherlands, not just at the beaches, but also within the city. So you have water running through the city in canals. It's actually compulsory for Dutch kids to learn how to swim at a young age. So here in the Netherlands, I think as part of the school curriculum, it's compulsory that the child must have a swimming diploma. So
Yeah. In the first years, like at the age of 6, you start learning to swim, and when this school year is over, then your son or daughter is able to swim.
So that's how important it is for them, because they do have water, they do have canals running through the city, they do have beaches. So they kind of try to adapt the people, the Dutch people, or the people living here to, their environment and what they have. So I would say the Netherlands has a really good relationship with water. So if you're someone who don't like water, you don't want to be around water, you hate canals, maybe the Netherlands is not for you. Okay?
I cannot imagine that somebody does not like water. But she's right. If you can't stand it, if you're afraid of water, then you should not come.
So number 9 reason that the Netherlands may not be for you is if you're someone who is not open-minded, if you're not willing to respect other people's point of view, then maybe the Netherlands is not for you. In this country, the standard of morality is very, I don't want to use the word confusing, but it can be seen as controversial, okay? So some things that are okay to do in other countries are an absolute no-no in the Netherlands, but some things that are absolutely no-no in other countries are legal in the Netherlands, okay? So when it comes to
I need examples. What she means in other countries that is not done in the Netherlands.
question of morality and what is good and not good, you can see the Netherlands as one that is very controversial. But I feel that the reason why the people are able to live with each other in maybe such moral controversy is that people are open-minded and people are willing to work with one another, okay? I'm not saying here that maybe if your standard of morality is different from what is quote-unquote the norm here in the Netherlands, that you will not be able to survive here. No, I'm just saying that even if you have your own standards, you also need to be a bit more open-minded, because the culture here is more, I'll say, more liberal. And a typical example is that I am a Christian, and obviously there's so many standards of morality that I see here in the Netherlands that is not in line with my own belief system. So it doesn't make me to stop believing what I believe. So I believe in God, and that's period. But at the same time, I'm also very respectful of other people's beliefs and opinions. So it doesn't make me to, you know, to be critical of them, to condemn them at every opportunity. No, I try to understand, but I also take my stance. You know, I understand why you do what you do, but this is what I believe, and period. I'm not here to judge no one, and I'm not here to impose my standards on you. And I think that that's the mindset that can help you if you're someone who is also religious or someone who has a different standard of morality. Okay.
Yeah, I know what she means, but it's indeed that we have controversial, but that's why we like it, because everybody's open and direct. So we talk to each other, we learn from each other what the other one thinks or likes or don't likes, and we talk about it. Even we have a discussion, and even a fight about it, but still we understand that the other one has their own principles, their own borders, and they respect my borders, and I will respect the other one's borders, and we still can argue with each other. But yeah, if you're stubborn and you won't listen to what anyone else has to say, and I am always, yeah, if you think you're always right in what you do, you won't survive in the Netherlands. No.
Okay, guys, so the number 10 thing that may make the Netherlands a no for some people.
Okay, number 10
is if you're someone who is very particular about variety of cuisines.
Variety of cuisines. Several kitchens. What does she mean?
Okay, so I do know that a lot of people are food lovers and they love to be in an environment like where there are enormous number of meals, food varieties and all that. Then if you're that kind of person, maybe the Netherlands is not for you, because the Dutch food has a record high novelty of being bland. Okay, Dutchies, pardon me, I'm not trying to be rude. You all know I love you guys, and I'm willing to try your food, and your food is amazing for me. But for someone who is looking out for like variety of cuisines, you know, the Dutch food might not just work. But one thing I've noticed is that here in the Netherlands, you do get to find a variety of spices and groceries and ingredients from all over the world. So
yeah, okay. I think that I understand what she means. Is that there is no variety in our dishes, because it's either always meat, potato, and veggies, and some combinations. But we have also a rich Italian food, where Italian restaurants from all over, from China, from Italy, from Greece, from the Mediterranean, from all over Mexico. We saw last Brazil. American, of course, the fast food, etc. So we have a large variety of restaurants in our country, and with those restaurants, we also uh, use their recipes in our own. Like I make Italian food, I like to make Greek food, I make Chino-Indo food. Uh, so we make them, but it's not from us. And the variety of spices, yeah, it's the history of the colonialism that we have, of course, a rich variety of spices.
So maybe the food, the Dutch food might not be the best, but you can definitely find spices that you need to make your own variety, because that has been my case. I've been able to get food items that I never even knew or even imagined that I could find here in the Netherlands. I was able to find them, and I make my Nigerian meals.
Nigerian, okay. Her Nigerian meals.
Very well here. So yeah, okay guys, listen, see, we're almost done, or rather we're actually done.
Say she had 10 and this and 10.
Because I've been able to share with you 10 reasons why the Netherlands may not be for you. And I can hear some people say, if the weather is bad, the food is bad, the people are rude,
then still like the video and be a subscriber if you want to hear more from me being direct, open, and honest. Then you should like and subscribe to my channel, and then we get more of me being direct and open.
the cost of living is high, you need to learn a new language. Why on earth would anybody want to move to the Netherlands?
Yeah, why? Why should you?
I hear some people ask that question, okay? And I'm going to just keep this answer very simple, because that's the reason why I moved. I moved to the Netherlands, and that's why I absolutely love it. And that's stability and quality of life, okay? The Netherlands might not be the most fun place to live. I mean, you might not have a mountain by your window. You might not have the best cuisines in the world. I mean, you might not have the best weather. It might not be sunshine all year round. But one thing you will get in the Netherlands is an amazing quality of life. You will get stability. The Netherlands is just, to me, a definition of home. You know,
Whoa, thank you.
home might not be the best, most exciting place to be, but it's just the most stable, comfortable place to be. And that's how I see the Netherlands. So that's why no matter where I travel, I might travel to really interesting, wonderful places. Once I stay 1 week, I just want to come back. I mean, trains barely come late. Public transport is stable. You have your bicycle tracks, you can cycle to work. It's a beautiful country. So if you're someone who is like big on stability, which I am, then the Netherlands may be for you, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, she has some good points. Because we have stability, and it's not we. Of course, I'm Dutch, but in Europe, in the northern parts of Europe, so like the Netherlands, like Germany, like Belgium, like France, like all those countries, we have a good quality of life because of the labor laws that are here. The taxes are being used for the good of the people. Quality of life is because we have walkable cities, we have good public transportation, etc. So yeah, that's why she says it's good to be here in the Netherlands, and I would say be welcome in the Netherlands, but it's not solely the Netherlands. The same applies to other countries in the European Union, that they have the same stable quality of life as we have in the Netherlands. So if you like this video, then maybe you like that video too. And if you would be so kind to this one, there, yeah, there, to subscribe to the channel, and then I will see you in that other video.